Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this is my video for my mini project. My name is Muhammad Amin Nasrullah bin Zulkifli. As you can see, there has 5 experiments that I want to conduct. For the first one, I want to introduce the objective, which is moisture content, to determine the moisture content of soil sample. For the second, particle density, to determine the specific gravity of soil. For the third, particle size distribution is to determine the percentage of different grain size contained within the soil. For the fourth, field density, to determine the dry density of soil. And the last one is a permeability falling head test, to determine the coefficient of permeability of fine grained soil. Okay, let's go for the first experiment video that I conducting, which is a moisture content. Today for the first experiment that I want to conduct is moisture content. So this is a apparatus for this experiment, which is a container, weight scale, and soil sample. First, for the procedure, we weigh the container and the empty container and to the ready and label each container with a number, and then we put the soil sample and first. So this is the data that I get from this experiment. Okay, let's go for the next experiment, particle density. Okay, for the second experiment that I want to conduct is particle density test. So this is a apparatus for the particle density test, which is a density water, spatula, density water, soil sample, screws, and consider it's a vacuum sense. For the first procedure, we take the density water with stopper. We weight the density water with stopper, and then record the mass as M1. Before that, we must put a number, label a number in the density water. And then we put the soil sample. And see 1/4 density water. Okay, as you can see that I put the soil sample into the density water. After that, we take with the density water with soil sample, with stopper, and then take a reading as M2. Pour the distilled water into the density water until 1/4 density water. Okay, after we pour the distilled water into the distilled water, we must shake the soy sample with water and wait until mix. Okay, after we pour again the distilled water into the distilled water, until half of the distilled water, we put the distilled water without stopper into the vacuum sets. So this is the vacuum set, as you can see. We put one into the vacuum set, and then we wait the distilled water at 10 minutes. And then pour the distilled water until full the distilled water. And then I record the mess of distilled water after I pour the distilled water. After record the mess, I remove the soil until clean, and then pour the distilled water until full. After that, record the mess for the M4. As you can see, this is a result that I get from my experiment. Okay, let's go for the next experiment, which is particle size distribution by using sieve analysis method. See, this is apparatus for the experiment. For the first step for procedure, we must prepare the soil sample about 1 to 2 kilogram and prepare the sieve set. So you see, and we also using the mechanical shaker. Sample into the sieve set. Okay, after that, we go to the after we put the sieve sample, we must wait till 50 minutes. After 50 minutes, using the mechanical shaker, we need to wait the sieve offset, each offset. As you can see, this is a result that I record from my experiment. Okay, for the fourth experiment that I want to conduct is a field density. As you can see, this is the apparatus for the experiment, which is a 1000 and set of drawing cylinder. In this video, there has two parts, which is a calibration stage and sampling for bulk density. For the first part is a calibration stage to determine the density of sand to be used by using calibration cylinder. Okay, let's go for the next part, which is sampling for bulk density. First, the metal tray center hole is placed on the prepared surface, And then, using the center hole as a pattern, the soil is excavated using a trowel up to a required depth, and the loose soil is carefully collected in the metal container and is weighed. After that, we open the shutter till the sand fills the excavated hole and the cone completely until there is no further movement of sand in the cylinder. And then, the moisture content of the excavated soil is determined by taking sample of soil from it in moisture content dish, and then weigh, and then dry in oven. As you can see, this is the result that I get from my experiment. Okay, let's go for the last experiment, which is permeability falling head test. As you can see, this apparatus for the experiment, which is falling head permeameter, standpipe, stopwatch, bucket and thermometer. So for the first procedure is place the whole setup in the bucket, partially submerged in water. And then the sample should be cased in the treasure set to make sure that no air bubble are trapped inside sample. And then open the valve and fill the water into the standpipe to a marked initial height of standpipe. Open the valve at the standpipe to make the water level increase. And then to let the water flow, close this valve. And open this valve. And then record the time when the water level is decreased, and stop the stopwatch when water level decrease at H1. For the second standpipe and third standpipe, we repeat the step, same as step for the standpipe first. As you can see, this is the result that I get from my experiment. Okay, next discussion. For the first, moisture content. The average moisture content was 31.27. Moisture content is the mass of water divided by the mass of dry time with 100%. One of the precautions in this experiment is the weight of the container. Dry soil and wet soil must be taken accurately. Besides that, the temperature of the oven should maintain between 105 to 110. For the particle density, based on the result, the average specific gravity is 3.56. The precaution of this experiment does not use a hand to put the soil into the cylinder bottle but using the trowel. For the particle size, grading and texture, the result that we can get from sieve analysis in the soil is a well-graded soil. The objective of the sieve is to manage the particle size of the soil. The precaution for this experiment, we must weigh the retained soil in the sieve carefully to avoid any error for data. For the field density, from the result we can get the average dry density is 1867.71. The function of the field density is to know if the specific compaction in the soil is achieved or not. So the precaution for field density is to be aware of sharp cans as they can result in injury. For the last one, permeability. Based on the result, I have to get the coefficient of permeability is 9.53 times with 10 power of -5. So the precaution of the experiment is the ice must be parallel to the mark, and another one is I must be more efficient to the time when I set to the 1 hour. For conclusion, the objective of all experiment is achieved. The advantage of conducting this mini project, I learned how to perform experiment with repurposed material, and I also able to learn how to write a report on this experiment. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.